What's going on, guys? So in this video, I'm going to be showing a full day of eating, what my current diet looks like on a typical day when I am running and weight training, and I'm going to show the supplements I use pretty much every single day. So my supplements and my diet. But before we dive into this video, I want to let you know that this video is sponsored by SimpliSafe. I've partnered with SimpliSafe again for another video. Great partners, love working with them, and this video is sponsored by them. So let's get into the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today I am filming my full day of eating, what I eat, and what supplements I take, especially on days where I am running and weightlifting. So we are kicking it off in the kitchen this morning. What I have right here, this is my meal that I love showing you guys. I swear, if you haven't tried it, don't knock it yet. What I do is I throw half a cup of oatmeal, old-fashioned oats, on the stove, and I add some eggs. So today I did 5 whole eggs. Mix that up, add some salt and pepper. Now the trick is you're gonna take this avocado right here, and we're gonna slice this avocado up. So this meal is a combination of eggs, oats, avocado, salt, pepper, and yes, ketchup. Now this is like a perfect avocado, absolutely perfect. We're gonna slice and dice this bad boy. You know, a few ways vertically, a few ways horizontally, you know what I'm trying to say. And we're gonna spoon this up, and the intent is to get a little bit of avocado, egg, oatmeal, and the best part, which I'm about to show you, is right here. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Well, we have ketchup. You can't forget the ketchup. So we have this gourmet meal right here, and we're gonna cover it in this gourmet sauce. And this is the first meal of the day. I personally prefer to do higher protein, higher fat, moderate carb. I just feel better. My stomach doesn't feel as full, feels lighter, and it just kicks off the day on the right foot. Meal number 1. And in the morning supplement stack, if you guys are regulars, you already know the deal. If you're new, welcome to what is about to change your life. So, strong greens. It's a wheatgrass base, high in vitamins and minerals, improves digestive health, reduces gas and bloating. So this is our greens version of the Strong Healthline series. And then strong reds, the base is fruit and berry extracts with added digestive enzymes. So it's high in antioxidants, helps with digesting and breaking down the foods you're eating on a daily basis, and with a really cool ingredient here called Spectra that is clinically studied, great at improving blood flow. And then we have strong multivitamin and strong joints. Strong multivitamin, complete multivitamin with added nootropics being Bacopa, great for short-term and long-term mental health, being memory, focus, cognition, and then strong joints with some of my favorite ingredients, one of those being UC2, great for mobility, joint health, especially if you are very active in terms of endurance, running, weightlifting, or if you just need some support in your joints. This is my morning supplement stack every single morning. I interrupt this video to say a massive thank you to SimpliSafe for sponsoring this video. Now, SimpliSafe is a really cool company and a really cool concept when it comes to home security. If you talk to other security companies, you're gonna pay a large fee for all the equipment, or that fee is going to be broken up on a monthly payment over a long contract. I've told this story before, but when I bought my first house in Texas, I ended up getting locked into a 7-year deal for a home security system that I'm still paying for because I was naive and I got suckered into it. With SimpliSafe, it is home security monitored 24/7, 50 cents a day, And when you buy the equipment, you can buy the whole package of equipment to outfit your home around $350. Now, I've got things priced down from other companies before, anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. Big difference. 50 cents a day, low upfront cost to purchase the equipment, and 24/7 monitoring. It's a great deal. It's a great company. Let's go over some of the products. So we just moved into this house. We're about to install this kit right here. I had a Simply Safe kit in our previous home, and I'm able to install these in about 30 minutes. Super simple. I've learned over the years living in multiple different houses, moving with the military, stuff like that, that home security installation is pretty simple and you can do it yourself. Really, this is how easy it is. First, you plug in your home station. Your home station does all the monitoring. It talks to and from your 24/7 support. This right here is your keypad. So your keypad will link to your home station, which will also link to the Simply Safe app that you have on your phone. And it comes with multiple other pieces. So these right here are magnetic strips that go on doors. So I'll put one on like the front door, the back door, the garage door. You'll have a glass break sensor, because we do have a lot of glass in this living area. There's motion detectors that will also go off if you are away. And then other pieces that you can get, like a carbon monoxide detector, a smoke detector for the front door, keypad access, and you can also install the Simply Cam video doorbell. So if this is something you're interested in, home security that is 50 cents a day, low startup cost, use the first link in the description box below. Now, back to the video. So over the past couple months, we've decided to do a lot of things all at once. And our last project is finally wrapping up. Last project in terms of like things we're doing to this HQ, this warehouse. Well, actually, I just remembered we have one more room with the clubhouse to do next. But the big projects. So the past couple months, we have been getting everything coordinated, permit-wise, and working with the landlord and the HVAC company we're using, Team Services, to get HVAC AC installed into the new warehouse, which is going to be game changing for next summer for where all the guys are packing and everything. So all of the vents are getting installed right now. We're about to move all order fulfillment next door into our new software and system, with like the conveyor belt and the flow track and everything over there. And AC should be done in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Big moves this year. Lots going on, but good moves. What are we doing over here?
I am restocking my station so I can get more orders out.
What are you restocking?
Multivitamins and strong joints.
This looks great. What do we got going on here? Jay, baby?
Ground beef, diced potatoes.
Get up in these potatoes.
Yeah.
Those are great looking
in the oven.
potatoes.
That's all shout out to the wife here. All credit goes to her. This is fully prepared by her. Got some nice pink Himalayan sea salt, pepper on those potatoes. Put them in the oven. I don't know how long she makes them, but they taste good.
We go through a substantial amount of ketchup here. If we could get a ketchup sponsorship for one day, that would be a win.
Or we could just create our own ketchup. Protein ketchup.
The Bear Performance Protein Ketchup. Now, we're heading to HEB to pick up my lunch. I ended up forgetting my lunch today, which is very, very rare. But we're gonna go to HEB, the grocery store of Texas, and find what we can find for this next meal. HEB is one of those spots, I love it. I love everything about HEB. However, it's one of those spots that is very, very hard to film. Easy to get kicked out of, hard to film. So let's enter. Let's do it. First up, HEB has these fresh meals ready to go. Like, this is perfect right here. This is the great starter. This is the base for our lunch. Shredded chicken, mixed white and dark meat. Here's our protein for this meal. Now we're gonna get a little creative. We're gonna mix things up. So here's what we ended up picking up. We're being very sneaky. We're done. We've accomplished the mission. So we have the chicken, the shredded white and dark meat. We're gonna mix that with some basmati rice and lentils. I'm also gonna throw in some mango pico de gallo, one of my favorite things in the world. And then we're gonna throw some Bolthouse classic ranch in there. Very hearty, delicious meal. And on the side, we're gonna have some mixed fruit with some strawberries, blueberries, and kiwi. And I stocked up the warehouse because the guys love these Dave's Killer Bread cinnamon raisin bagels. These are what we have pre-workout with honey and peanut butter all the time. So let's go back, mix this up. I like weighing my protein to get enough protein in. So right now we have the basmati and lentils heated up a little bit in this bowl. I bought this bowl just for this. We're gonna do 8 ounces of the chicken. Only 4 ounces, wow. This is gonna be a big bowl. 8.1. This is rotisserie chicken. Now we're going back in the microwave. We have the protein and some quality carbs right in here. To spice things up, mango pico de gallo. Go hefty on there, a little spice. And then Bolthouse ranch. I love Bolthouse ranch. Oh, whoa, that was a lot of Bolthouse ranch. I like Bolthouse ranch, but yikes. This is the second meal of the day. Some fruit, some chicken, some lentils and rice. Quality. Quality. How to balance running and weightlifting. I get that question all the time, so I want to address it from a nutrition standpoint. Now, if you want to be good at something, right, from a physical performance standpoint, if you want to be the best runner possible, you need to focus on just running. If you want to be the strongest powerlifter ever, you have to focus on powerlifting. If you want to be the best powerlifter ever, but you also want to run miles and miles and miles, most likely, for most people, like 99% of the people, it's not going to happen. There is a give and a take. There's a balance that has to be in order. If you want to be strong and you want to build muscle and you still want to run, you can find that balance. But you're not going to be at the peak performance best runner you can possibly be. You're not going to be the strongest powerlifter ever that you could possibly be. There is a balance, right? It's like right now, I am not at a point where I am the strongest I've ever been in my life. I'm not. And that's because I'm incorporating a lot of cardio, a lot of running, a lot of long distance running. And it does take away from strength. It does take away from muscle to certain degrees, and that varies in different people and with different genetics and different diets and different lifestyles. It does, it varies. Some people can hold on to muscle and strength while running better or worse than others. However, you can really use nutrition to your advantage. Eating enough nutrition. What I see a lot of people doing is they're trying to run, they're trying to lift, they're trying to do both of these things and balance both and be proficient at both, however, not eating enough. So getting in enough calories, getting enough protein, carbs, and it varies from person to person. I feel a lot better on higher fat, higher protein, moderate carb. And that's one of those things that you have to experiment with and try out. Some people feel a whole lot better with moderate protein, higher carb, moderate to lower fat. You just find what works for you. But for me personally, I perform best, I feel my best, and I feel like I can balance running and weightlifting for size and strength pretty well with a higher fat, higher protein, moderate carb. When I say moderate, I'm saying like 300 to 400 grams of carbs a day while expending a sufficient amount of calories. But remember, you have to eat enough if you are expending a substantial amount of calories. So because we don't have a toaster here at the warehouse yet, next upgrade, I personally like to throw it in the microwave, because what happens is then when you go to throw your peanut butter on, it melts and it's perfect. So this is crunchy peanut butter, all right? These cinnamon raisin bagels, these things are consumed in the office here like no other. We can't buy enough of them. Have you ever heard of the story of Dave's Killer Bread? There's a podcast. Trey, what's that podcast where they talk about businesses that start? How I Built This. There's this podcast called How I Built This. There's an episode with Dave's Killer Bread. I recommend you guys checking it out. It's really good. We have the good peanut butter here. Super chunk. None of that creamy stuff. No. Now, we got some local Central Texas honey. Just a little bit on there. It's savory, it's salty, it's sweet, it's perfect. Next up, we have some sludge. So we got our carbs, we got our fats. We're gonna do 2 scoops of the milk and cookie whey protein. Personally, I think that our whey protein makes the best sludge because it's an 88% whey, 12% casein blend. So that small amount of casein protein, which casein is a slower digesting protein, a small amount of casein protein will make it a little bit more thicker, consistent. It bakes better from what we found. And you can like use water and it turns into like a milkshake consistency, almost like you're using milk. The key to sludge right here is you have to really take your time. You don't want to rush sludge. So you add a little bit. I've been doing this for years, so I've mastered the consistency of sludge. A little bit at a time, that's not enough. Right here is gonna be perfect. I usually get it on 2 takes. Yep, you can tell at this point that is a perfect sludge consistency. This is exactly, maybe a little thicker, but it turns into a pudding. You let it sit in the fridge, maybe the freezer for, 2 to 3 minutes. And that right there is ideal. This is meal number 3. This is the pre-workout meal. I pretty much do this every day, and it's glorious. I love it. So today is one of those days where we're going from a run directly into a weight training session. There's a lot going on right now. We got lots of noises, lots of moving pieces. The HVAC install is still going on. The next couple of days, they're gonna be installing the ducts for the HVAC. But today's one of those days, 7-mile run directly into a weight training session. Today is a upper body push day. Typically what I've been doing, my runs in the mornings, and I've been really enjoying that schedule. Runs in the mornings, weight training in the evening, but today is one of those days where they just fall right next to each other. So 7 miles, let's go. Nice, easy, chill 7-miler today. Now it feels weird right now running when it's complete daylight. I feel like it's been days, if not like a few weeks, since I've run in the daylight, like outside when it's like bright and sunny. We've had so much going on at work lately, that big commercial shoot. So a lot of my runs have been in the morning before the sun rises, at night after the sun sets. So it feels great to be in the sun, beating down on me, sweating it out in Central Texas. Nothing better, baby. Nothing better. Now directly into this workout from the run. Me and my boy Max here. We're mixing up some pre-workout. What do you got on deck here? What are you doing?
I mix strong reds with green apple flight and blackberry endo.
Strong reds is the go-to with pre-workout. Seriously, Spectra, there's an ingredient in strong reds called Spectra, which has been shown to increase nitric oxide. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna do a scuba flight for some stimulants, some nootropics. This is sour watermelon. I'm gonna mix the sour watermelon with the sour watermelon EndoPump. What I like doing is if I go directly from a run into a resistance training workout, I will add G1M Sport then to replenish electrolytes that I lost during that run and carbohydrates for a quick energy source with the pre-workout cocktail. This is fruit punch. There's a lot. I only have about 12 ounces of water in here. What do you got?
I don't even know. I have like less than.
You have like
half
4
of that.
ounces of
Yeah.
water. We're gonna shake this up. Me and Max are gonna cheers. Let's do one of these things. All right. Come here, put right here. Let's do this.
Oh, all right.
Here we go. Cheers. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Next thing I do right here, fill up about 20 to 25 ounces of water. Usually I just want to put this. I'm gonna put this right here for the time being. Bam. Next step, my intra workout concoction. Some Intraflight, this is branched chain amino acids, some more citrulline malate, carnitine L-tartrate, taurine, really good for muscle hydration, increased endurance, and carnitine L-tartrate is really good for recovery, and 5 grams of creatine. Now, creatine, doesn't matter when you take creatine. Creatine has no acute benefits. It's not like caffeine where you take it, you're gonna feel that caffeine kick in. The way creatine works is it saturates the muscles. So your muscles, say your bicep for example, or your chest, will store creatine as creatine phosphate after you saturate those stores. And when you're training, say you're doing like a bench press and you're repping them out, as you're repping that out, you're expending ATP. So you're breaking down in the body, in the muscles, the energy that your body uses. What creatine does is when your muscles are saturated with creatine phosphate, which is the way it stores creatine, it regenerates that ATP. So having your muscles saturated with creatine works by regenerating the energy that is being broken down in your muscles. Like I said, no acute benefit, so it's not gonna act like this. You have to build up your creatine energy stores, 5 grams every single day. It doesn't matter when you take it, just take it once. So we are on week 3 of Embrace Yourself training, push strength day. So today's workout, hanging leg raises, core pull-ups, and planks, which I already did. Now we're going into bench press, push-ups, a superset of bodyweight dips and overhead dumbbell extensions, and then front plate raises for delts. Now on week 3 of the push strength day, the bench press setup is 1 set, 8 reps at 75% of your 1 rep max. And then we go into 2 sets at 5 reps each of 85% of your 1 rep max. And then lastly, 2 sets, 3 reps each at 90% of your 1 rep max. And I'm gonna be going off of a 315 1 rep max. So let's set that up and go for it. All right, so we did our first set at 75%. Now we're at 85%, 5 reps of 265. So I'm gonna do 1 set, 5 reps, wait 2 minutes, do my second set. 1 more. All right, so this last 2 sets is 90% of my 1 rep max. 1 rep max being 315, 90% is about 283 pounds. So we're gonna do 285 pounds. We'll round up to 285 pounds. Do that 2 sets, 3 reps each. Come on, come on, come on. So sometimes after you go into a resistance training workout, directly after a run, strength isn't quite there. So as you saw, I missed that last set of 3 reps, only got 2 reps, but still a solid bench training session. On to the next meal, baby. So post-workout, we're having chicken Hawaiian bowls tonight. So on the stovetop right now, roasting up, we have some pineapple, yellow onion, we have red pepper, yellow pepper, green onion, little pieces right here. So this is mixing up for the Hawaiian chicken bowls. And then over here in the rice cooker, we have some rice that just finished up. We're gonna top it with some coconut flakes, some of this sweet and sour sauce, and then there's chicken on the trigger right now. So dinner is served. Steph and I have like our go-to meals throughout the week that we'll rotate through. For one, it makes grocery shopping easier because we know like we're getting the same things every week. We will add some some variables in there. Every so often we'll experiment with some new stuff, but this is one of our go-tos. You have the bed of rice on the bottom, some grilled chicken on top, then you have the peppers, the onions, the green onions, the sauteed pineapple, and then you have coconut flakes and the sweet and sour sauce. Look at this beauty right here. So this is post-run and post-lift. Never gets old. Never gets old. Alrighty, last meal of the evening. We have 2 slices of Ezekiel bread, toasted in the toaster, and then I added a little bit of creamy peanut butter. Typically a crunchy fan, however, for the time being, we were on a crunchy peanut butter, so creamy will do. And then some of the best blackberry preserves you will ever find in your life. Buc-ee's. So this beauty right here is about to be mine. Now, one of the things that I have found that if I consume a meal late at night, right before bed, like right now it is 10:08 p.m. If I consume a meal that is higher in fat, higher in carbs, right before bed, before a morning run, my morning run is amazing. I'll wake up, have some G1M Sport, go into the run, feels great. But I've experimented, if I don't eat anything like after dinner, which is rare, my run isn't as good, but if I have a meal or something to eat right before bed, that morning run, significantly better. So I'm gonna throw back this peanut butter and jelly sandwich, rack out for the night, wake up, run 8 miles. Hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, go on more, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.